Well, that Tony Abbott, he knows how to get off a one-liner. An emissions trading scheme may be considered by all the economists, all the experts, as the most efficient, sensible and targeted way of getting down carbon in the atmosphere. It's the preferred solution, preferred even by Abbott's own mentor, John Howard. But what does our Tony think about it? Well, he says, it's a so-called market in the non-delivery of an invisible substance to nobody. Boom tish. Pause for applause, but this time no applause. And it wasn't just the double negative. I mean, after all, a non-delivery to nobody presumably means a delivery to somebody, which is not what Abbott intended. It was just the feeling that somehow Tony Abbott didn't get it. I mean, the non-delivery of an invisible substance to nobody. He could have just as well been talking about the world financial markets, the futures market, patents. He could just as well have been talking about the entire electronic media, beaming their invisible messages into the atmosphere. And he could, of course, have been talking about religion. It's not known whether he's told his personal confessor, Cardinal Pell, of his contempt for things that he can't see. A little difficult, one might have thought. Okay, so that's the easy bit. But the difficult bit is to try and work out what Tony Abbott really believes we should be doing about climate change. He says he believes it's real, but then his own proposal for direct action is a contradiction in terms. It's not direct action, it's using taxpayers' money to pay people to do things which probably, according to the experts, simply won't work. Tony Abbott is committed to the 5% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2020, but he's only committed $3.2 billion to it over the period. Now, Treasury and the Department of Climate Change and anybody else who knows anything about the subject says that it won't even touch the sides. At least 4 times as much will be needed, and that means $1,200 in extra taxes per year per household in Australia. Not a bad sum, really, when you think about it. And it doesn't stop there, so what happens after that money runs out? Do we keep pumping more into it? Or do we simply give up? Or do we do what everyone recommends and move to the emissions trading scheme? Tony Abbott's got away with murder on this one by simply saying he'll abolish the carbon tax. But now, of course, he's saying he won't. He's saying that the switch to an emissions trading scheme wouldn't work. He won't vote for it. The carbon tax, courtesy of Tony Abbott, will go on. Now that's a real one-liner for you. Tony Abbott's great big tax on everything. Carbon. Let's hear it from Ray. I'm Mungo McCallum.